Hey, what's going on, everybody? Samuel Kim here, and I'm back with another one. I appreciate you guys tapping in. Today, we are doing an Eli Gilman breakdown. He had a great season, the Jerry Rice Award winner. I think he's a really good running back. I think he has the potential to be one of the greats in the University of Montana jersey. Obviously, in today's age with the transfer portal, NIL, and all of that, we don't know if he'll finish his career in Montana. Hopefully he does. As a Grizz fan, I hope he does. But as a fan of college football and as a fan of him and his talents, I hope he does the best thing that'll benefit him and his family for his future. But he's currently on January 23rd, I believe today is. He's still in a Montana jersey, and I think he's supposed to return to Montana next season. We don't have to get into all of that. Eli had an amazing season. He had just under 1,000 yards. I wish he would have had a couple more yards to finish with 1,000. I think he finished this season with like 980 yards. I don't have it right in front of me. Dumb mistake by me. I should have put it on here. But Eli had an amazing season. He's the first player since Marcus Knight in 2019 to rush for more than 750 yards in a Montana jersey. He had 3 games with 100 rushing yards, with one just under 100 at 97 yards. He had 8 games over 75 yards rushing, and he had 6 games with 95 or more all-purpose yards. I think this guy could be a star. He runs with great power. Has great speed. He has really good contact balance. I think he reads the hole very well. I showed clips earlier on in the season, and I actually don't have this exact clip on here of the Montana State game, but I think he did the best of setting up his blocks. He does a really good job of setting up his blocks, allowing defenders to move to try to fill a gap, and then he cuts back the next direction. We got a lot of his top plays on here today. A few of his touchdowns. I know quite a few. I don't know. I think maybe 3 or 4 of his touchdowns were like 1 yard, 2 yard touchdowns. A lot of his touchdowns were out of that wing set where they had 3 backs in the backfield. Everybody else is on the line of scrimmage, and they just hand it off, blocking everybody down, kicking some out, and he got in the end zone easily. But I got a lot of his top plays on here, and we're going to be breaking them down and looking at how Eli did this season. I do think he kind of waned off in the back end of the season. I don't know if that is because he was maybe potentially banged up and we didn't know, or if he just wasn't finding the same success. I know his playoff statistics weren't the best. But also I might contribute that to him being a young guy. He was only a redshirt freshman, and he had never played in a season as extensive as he did this year. So it's going to be a great breakdown. One thing I do want to point out is I know he was one of the highest recruited players in Montana history. I'm pretty sure he was a 4-star, 3 or 4-star. He was, I believe, the Gatorade Player of the Year or Minnesota Player of the Year. One of those two, but he's an amazing player. He had a really good season. We're going to be looking at it right now. If you guys are watching right now, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like, leave a comment. Let me know what other player you guys want me to break down. I'm going to be doing a lot of these during the off season. I got a few more coming, possibly this week, maybe next week, but I got a lot of more coming soon. So let me know what you guys want to see. I appreciate you guys for tapping in the channel, and let's get right into it. Okay. So the first play we have here is that wing set I was talking about, where you got the 3 backs all in a 3-point stance, and then everybody else is on the line of scrimmage. We're going to watch them here. They're going to snap it, and you see everybody in here is just blocking down. You got a kick out block right here by the tight end, exactly as I said. And then you have these 2 insert blockers by, we'll call them fullbacks. I think that's Zay and a tight end right here. I don't know who this is at tight end, but you got these inserting in here, and Eli drives forward, gets an easy touchdown. Great play against Utah Tech early on in the season. Here's another clip against Utah Tech. Wait, was that last clip Utah Tech? I'm pretty sure it was. The lighting just a little different. The game was like a 4 or 5 o'clock start, so it started out bright, then it got dark. But here you go. You got this inside handoff right here. Looks like power. They're pulling around this guard here, pulling this guard around right here. Inserting in there, he gets a good block, and Eli hammers it down in there. But one thing I noticed about Eli, and one thing I really love about him, and I've talked about this in nauseum this season, but he has great contact balance. He usually doesn't go down by the first defender, and I don't know if this is something we haven't really seen an amazing running. We haven't really seen a running back have an amazing season like we have this year. I mean, we really had 2 running backs have a great season. Nick Osmo didn't have a bad season. I think he had almost over 600 or 700 rushing yards. So to have 2 rushers over like 650 rushing yards, I think that's pretty good. But it was good to see Eli as a young guy find his stride and have a great year and win that Jerry Rice Award winner, because I think he's the first one to win it in Montana history. So really good. But he's really, what I was getting at is he's really hard to bring down from that first guy. He has great contact balance. He drives his legs until, like, you have to bring him down. He's not going to come down through arm tackles. Like, you got to tackle this guy. Look, this guy right here didn't even wrap up. He found out for sure. And Eli drives forward. Great run by Eli. Great run by Eli. Saw a lot of those this season. Here's another run you're going to get. He's going to get it on the toss. They're pulling the, they're swinging this tackle out here, swinging Chris around out here as a lead blocker along with the tight end. And Eli hammers it in there. Nothing too crazy right here. Gets tackled by a leg tackle, but nothing too crazy. Still first down run. 10 yards on the run. Great run right here. Nothing too serious. Early on in the season as well. That was the first game of the season. This is also Butler in the first game of the season. I really like this run. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about with his ability to juke, set up blocks, and, you know, just find gaps and everything. Look at this. He presses this hole, and we talked about this during the Montana State game. That was the same clip. It was actually in this end zone right here, happened right here, but just going a different direction, different team way earlier in the season. Here, he presses the hole right here, and he does this a lot. He does this a lot, and I love that he does this. I don't know if every running back I've seen does this. I know for a fact actually that every running back doesn't do this, and it's he's really good at doing this, but he presses the hole, gets down in there, allows all these blockers to commit. I want to commend Aaron here as well for this block. This is a great block on the crack block. For these runs to be able to bounce and be really explosive plays like this, you need a receiver to block. I also broke that down in nauseam when we broke this game down, but really good block here from Aaron, and Eli bounces it out once again, presses the hole, jumps cuts out, gets the edge. You want your corners tackling. You want corners to tackle. We talk about this all the time. I don't know how many times Eli got tackled by corners this year, but it's not going to be right here. Breaks a tackle, and then you see the speed up the sidelines. Really good run. Really good run by Eli. Really good run. That was some of the early flashes that we saw during the season of like, oh man, this guy. I mean, I think he played a little bit in 2022, and I think everybody knew he was a good player. We didn't know how good. Obviously, this year we were able to see the potential that he had, and I was really impressed with what I saw, and I was really happy with what I saw. He had a great year, and hopefully he's able to capitalize on that and expand on it next season. But I think this was one of the first early runs we saw this season where it was like, man, this guy could be pretty good, and he turned out to be what we thought he could be. Here we go again. Inside. Here's that jump cut again. Watch it. And I don't think so much this D lineman recommitted inside like we've seen sometimes earlier in the season, but he knows where he wants to get. And he's going to press the hole once again. Look how far he presses that towards the line of scrimmage before he makes that jump cut. Jump cuts out, and then wide open lane for him to run. And then look at this juke. This is him setting up this block. Man, receivers, and I can talk about this because I have played receivers for so long, and I played with a running back who did this amazingly in high school, and he made me look so good, and I was a really good blocker, and that's actually how I got my offer to Montana, was me being a really good blocker. But running backs that are able to help the receivers make those blocks easier, like obviously here Keelan is in great position here. He's in great position to get this block, but Eli threatening him outside makes that block even easier on Keelan, and Keelan is able to engage him so easily. I thought that was really good, and he actually gets in the end zone here. But this run, I mean, this is everything. This run right here is everything Eli is as a running back. To me personally, this is everything Eli is as a running back. His agility, his speed, his ability to set up blocks for his DBs on the back end, his ability to set up blocks anywhere actually, but right here he shows it. And then the speed, breaking tackles right here which is what he does a lot of as well. Stiff arm, break a tackle, then get in the end zone. Great play. I mean, this is definitely that game where I started to look at Eli and I was like, man, this guy, I mean, this run, because I mean, this isn't an easy touchdown. By any stretch, this isn't an easy touchdown. He has to make guys miss. He has to get through the hole. Obviously, this is a great block by the line. The line did a really good job here. We got to give them credit where credit is due. That's a great hole for him to run through right there. But then for him on the back end, when he gets to the second level and the third level, for him to make things happen and see the end zone and get to the end zone. Great play by Eli. I thought that was amazing, and I thought it showed that Butler game and that run in specific showed flashes of what he could be this season, and it was awesome to see. Now we have this pitch play. against UC Davis. And this, to me, this was really like the difference in the game. If you go back and watch this game, that third quarter was very slow. Nobody could really get anything going offensively. Everybody was struggling trying to figure out, who's gonna make that play. And Eli made the play. This was on the road against a ranked opponent at the time. UC Davis was ranked at the time, and Montana is on the road. Everybody's trying to figure out what kind of team this Montana team is gonna be. Can they beat the good competition? They had struggled early on in the season offensively, and right here, this is everything. He gets good blocks on the outside, but he makes guys miss. And then you see the speed at the end of it. Really good block here by Keelan. And it doesn't have to be a kill shot block. It doesn't have to be a good kill shot block. These are two good blocks by his receivers up front. Good block by Junior. Good block by Keelan. But really good speed. Little jump over the not get tackled right here by a little leg tackle right here. But then it's just speed. This was a great play. A great play when the Grizz needed it, and a really good run by Eli that exemplifies just once again everything he is as a running back. Doesn't have to really break any tackles here, doesn't have to really jump cut anywhere. He makes a few jump cuts in here. It looks like not even jump cuts, he's just been in the corner. But just a great run. Great run. Amazing play. This was awesome. Really good job there, and really good job to kind of put that game away, even though it was late in the third quarter, so there's still a whole quarter. But just the way the momentum in the game had been going, that kind of gave Montana a lot of momentum, especially on the road. It was a really good run, really good play right there. Right here, you got this bam block coming around, blockers inside. Looks like a duo. You got two double teams on the inside with the bam block coming across from the tight end, and Eli's just gonna make it happen. This is not a very pretty picture. I wish we had the end zone view because it probably would be a little bit better, but this isn't a great picture. You got this linebacker right here. I will say this linebacker, I believe, I can't remember his name, number 4. He was a really good player. I believe he was either first team all conference or second team all conference, and Eli makes him look like nothing. Really good run. Looks like the linebacker kind of just overran it, but Eli has to break some tackles to get in the end zone here, and that once again just shows his power and how effective he really was in the red zone in those short yardage situations. That's another thing I'll say about Eli is, at least during my time at Montana, I know one thing that we always struggled with was those 3rd and 1s, those 4th and 1s. We weren't always 100% on those, and they weren't 100% on them this year. But I think their percentage of converting those was way higher this year than it has been in past seasons. And I think a lot of that has to do with Eli. Obviously, Clifton plays a big part in that too. But Eli, man, he did a good job of being able to get those short yardage situations when the Grizz needed them. And I commend him for that. And that's just another aspect of his game that shined through this season. Great touchdown by him. Here, we do have end zone view. Really good blocks inside on these double teams. Inside with the tackle and guard and the center and guard right here. Good double teams. Gets to the second level. The tight end gets enough of this guy. He doesn't get a lot of them. He gets enough to make him swing outside, not being able to make a tackle. And then Eli just drives the rest of those 5 yards into the end zone. Really good job. Really good job from him. Here we go. Breaking tackles. I mean, this just shows his power and his contact balance. Breaking tackles. Get off me. And then they never even tackle him. I thought this was so funny. This is Sacramento State, another ranked opponent, obviously at home. But Sacramento State was ranked 7 at the time when Montana played them. And Eli showed up. I mean, this is what just surprised me about this. They never actually tackled him. And obviously, I think Sac State, that's one of the things that Sac State struggled with this year was tackling. But being able to expose that is something that a lot of teams have to be able to do to be able to win. And Eli was able to expose that right here. No tackle, and he still doesn't tackle him. Great run. Really good run from Eli. Hammering it down in there. Patience. Showing patience at the line. This, I mean, man, great patience at the line, letting those blocks set up. We don't have an end zone view here, but you can see this lineman is still they're still trying to clear that hole out for him and get up to that second level as they do, and it works out perfectly for him. I think he showed great patience right here, being able to set these blocks up, waiting for those blocks to set up, and then hit it. Really good. Breaking tackles. I mean, this guy breaks so many tackles. I'd love to see the numbers on how many tackles he broke this year, but I mean, I have to believe that this might have been a touchdown or even a longer run if 95 doesn't get a hold of his hand. I mean, that's the only thing that slowed him down right here is 95 getting a hold of his hand. Great hustle by that D tackle right there, because you don't see that a lot of times from a lot of D tackles, but really good job from him to run Eli down. But a really good run here. Let's watch it one more time. Let's watch it all the way through one more time. Patience at the line, burst through, break a tackle, break another tackle, and it's off to the races. You get got, but obviously a really good run. Here we go right here. Pulling the tackle around, it looks like. No, that's the guard pulling the guard around. Looks like power. One back power. And just really good patience. This isn't a long run by any stretch. It's on a 2nd and 6. But, I mean, look once again how he sets these defenders up. He does this so many times. Sets the defenders up. Makes it look like he's going to try to go outside. Jump cuts inside. And turns it into, honestly, like a better run than it looked like. Like, at this point, this looks like he might get tackled at or right before the first down. But then you look at it now and it's like, man, he makes it into something even when it's not so much. And, that's something I talked about earlier in this season as well, is like, I think there's a lot of runs where there's not much there, and he may get back to the line of scrimmage. He may get one, but a lot of times I think people can underestimate how big that is to get back to the line of scrimmage or even get one when it should have been a negative. I think it's underrated, and I think he does a lot of that really well. This run exemplifies that right here. Really good run by him again right here, showing great patience. He first he hits it on the front side. This looks like a inside zone type of play. And as zone plays work, sometimes the hole's not always there on the front side. Sometimes you have to hit it on the back side, and that's what he does. You see this safety coming down to make this safety. This is linebacker, actually. You see this linebacker coming in here to insert to make this play to fill his gap, which he is assigned to, and Eli makes a miss. Really good job. Once again, breaking tackles as he does. I mean, look how many tackles he breaks right here. Let's take it back. 1 broken tackle. 2 broken tackles. 3 broken tackles. And he is off to the races. This was a really good run. Once again, another ranked opponent on the road in Idaho. I think this was like a 50-yard run. I think this was like 53-yard run or something like that. But really good job from Eli. Really good job. Just really good job. Really good run from him. Great play. Here we go, Portland State. The 10th, I think this is week 10. Or if there's a bye week in there, probably week 11. Right before they played the Cats. And once again, he's showing that patience. Let's watch it in here. Patience, great patience. He makes this guy miss, in short quarters. Obviously, he had just got done engaging with the block. But for him to get a lot out of this run, which looked like there wasn't much there to be had, it just once again shows how he is as a running back, how he, his contact balance, his patience, his agility, just everything that he is as a running back, his power, all gets showed every play. Great job by him. Another play, more broken tackles. It might be fair to say that this video could be titled just Eli, the guy who never gets tackled by the first guy. I don't think this whole clip we've seen actually we have a couple times seen him get tackled by the first guy, but not many times it happens. He's breaking 2-3 tackles every time he's touching the ball on some of these big runs, and it's great to watch. And I can't wait to see where he goes next season. Once he has a great off season and comes back rejuvenated next season. And they've seen what it looks like now, so I think they understand what it takes to be able to be where they want to be year in and year out. And let's see if they're able to get back there. Great run. Really good run. I love it. Here we go right here. Oh my gosh. Once again, look. So this is what I'm talking about. The way he sets this D lineman up. This D lineman is kind of shaded outside when Eli gets to him, but Eli forces him to 100% want to go outside with that cut right there. That little juke right there. It's so minute, but it plays a big role into why he gets into that gap cleanly. Obviously, it's a great block. We have to give credit to that guard. Great block by the guard. Great block by the guard. Great block by the guard. I'm not diminishing that. I'm not diminishing that at all. But Eli helps his blockers out, and I think that's an underrated part of his game, the fact that he helps his runners out. Not a long run, probably like, what are we saying? Probably like 7-8 yards, maybe 9 yards. Maybe close to 10. It was actually a really good run. But he made it into even more than it should have been. Right here, I love this. No, this isn't the play. But once again, more broken tackles right here. This is one of those runs where I talk about where it probably should have been tackled at the line of scrimmage, maybe a loss of 1, and Eli makes it into more than it should have been. Right here, they got him dead to rights. He's holding the quarterback just in case the quarterback pulls it, and you got this guy coming down to tackle the running back. What does Eli do? Make a miss. Make them miss. Great job. Almost another broken tackle, but it takes 2 to bring him down. Just, this is everything he is as a running back, and it's awesome. Obviously, you got good blocks right here by this tight end. Great block, good job. But good run. I'm just trying to show a lot of these clips because a lot of these clips show his contact balance and show just everything he brings to the table as a running back. But this right here, this is my favorite play that he made this year. Next to that UC Davis run was a close second for me, but this play was awesome. First off, he's not even really in the progression. He's really a check down. That's why he gets it so late. He's a check down. You're really trying to, and I broke this down earlier in the season, but they're really trying to hit this underneath wheel where Keelan's coming from across the formation, going underneath. He's trying to get lost in the wash. Good job for Portland State. They picked it up, but Clifton got it back to Eli, and Eli did the rest. Miss tackle, make a guy miss, and then get into the end zone. And actually, he didn't score. They actually ruled him down. I think this was a bad call. They said he didn't score. They said he was down on the 1, and Montana got in the next play. But just another play that just exemplifies everything he has as a running back, and he gets right short of the goal line right there. Really close to a touchdown. Really good play though. Another play where he made somebody miss, made another guy miss, and then he's hard to bring down like he was all season. Just a really good play. Great run. That is going to do it for the Eli Gilman breakdown, the Jerry Rice Award winner. I'm excited to see where his season goes next year in his redshirt sophomore season. I think he's going to have an amazing season. Hopefully he gets over 1,000 yards. Hopefully he's able to be one of the top running backs in the country. If so, that'll be great for Montana football. That'll be good for FCS football. I just hope he continues to thrive and play at a really high level in college football. I appreciate you guys for tapping in. Thank you guys for watching this video. I will catch you guys next time.